Who are McMaster alumni? From coast to coast in every corner of the world, we work, lead, contribute, and volunteer in all industries and fields of work. We take our community spirit with us, our creativity and technical strengths, along with our unique problem-solving skills, to make a difference for others, collaborating and innovating to take on the big questions facing the world. We make an impact. McMaster University's alumni community is one of the foundations of our success. Alumni achievements, leadership, and service shape not only the university, but also the communities, industries, and causes they support around the world.
Get involved. So get involved either at McMaster or in community. Understand what you're passionate about, follow those passions. I know sometimes that sounds cliche, but it often works. Start to build that network through that involvement. So as I get involved, that means starting to build that network. Again, I was very fortunate to be given many opportunities in that initial 10 years with the city of Hamilton. Ended up working twice or two different times for the city of Hamilton for a little over 20 years in total. But my point being is that there were mentors along the way. So when you get involved, You meet some great individuals who will mentor if you're willing to open yourself up for that. But my key message is get involved.
Well, I think the first thing is that they chose a really good area, because nursing is a wonderful profession, not just because it gives you the opportunity to work with people and help people, but it also is a springboard to all kinds of other professions. You can never go wrong, I don't think, with the knowledge that you acquired while you were in nursing. So I would really encourage them to enjoy their excellent choice, but also to think out of the box in terms of how they might use this education in a wide variety of things.
The best way to seek out opportunity and take advantage of those things that are in front of you is kind of, don't be afraid to try new things. Don't be afraid to take some risks. And most importantly, I think, use your network of McMaster alumni, use your network and talk to people. Talk to them about what they're doing what they've done in their career, what's happening in their industry, things that they've learned, mistakes that they've made. But go out and talk to people. I actually found that to be one of the most, for me personally, difficult, because I am an introvert. But at a point in time when I was out working for a little while, I spoke to a colleague, actually a gentleman that had actually hired me, and he says, the best thing you can do is build your network and go out and talk to people. Talk to them about what's happening in the industry, about their experiences. And it's really hard to do initially, but you'll find that once you start, it will actually flow, and they'll introduce you to other people that you probably would be interested in talking to. And that's actually how I entered the industry that I'm in right now, is just through that process, just getting out and talking to people. So I think it's really important.
It's Nelson Mandela's quote, "Make your choices reflect your dreams, not your fears." And that's one of those truths that, the longer you live, the louder that saying is for me. Fear is loud and it's persuasive, and it shows up disguised as logic and practicality and all these other things, whispering like, play it safe, and you can't afford to fail, or what if it doesn't work? And before you know it, you're just living a life that you didn't really intend to live, a life of regret instead of chasing possibilities. And your dreams really need your attention. They ask you to take the risk and make the leap. And I think if your choices throughout aren't really aligned with your dreams, your visions that you want to manifest, then you're just managing your fears. You're not really living your life.
I think the most important thing to remember is to have empathy for others, because empathy encourages us to be kind. It encourages us to be inclusive. It encourages us to be compassionate and non-judgmental. And if we have those core values and we carry them with us every single day, I think we can work towards peace in the world, if we all remember to have empathy.
Look, if you've had the privilege of being about to or having crossed the Convocation stage, really take the time to look at what got you there. You've already won by getting to this moment, but now it's about what you do next. And there's a difference between confidently striding across that stage, knowing that you said yes to everything you possibly could, and there's a difference between just getting by. And this is another thing on the list. And I would encourage all of you, because I've done convocations that fit into both categories. I would encourage all of you to think back to what would have made you more confident, or what put that pep in your step. And for me, it's usually been that I can look myself in the mirror and say, I said yes to everything that this opportunity offered me. I gave 110%, maybe not every day, maybe not every hour, but to the experience, I gave myself over to it. And I think that's where post-secondaries and institutions are really impactful, but that's where life is really impactful as well. So I encourage you, if maybe you said a half-hearted yes, or maybe you said a full-bore yes, to continue that analysis and continue that energy into your next steps, because you won't regret it for sure.
Today we welcome the newest members to this vibrant alumni community that stretches across the globe. Like every class before them, they will look to build their future with ambition and optimism, and at times, some apprehension. The class of 2025's student experience was one that was touched by the global pandemic and armed students with opportunities to learn adaptability and build resilience as they adjusted to those unique set of challenges. Let's hear from some of this year's graduates as they reflect on their time at McMaster.
I want to say thank you to my mom and dad. Thank you, Mama and Tata, for everything that you did for me these last 4 years. I'm so grateful for you supporting me, and I wouldn't have been able to graduate without you guys. I also want to say thank you to my friends and my partner for supporting me through everything. It's been hard and long, but you guys were there for me in really tough times, and I wouldn't have been able to make it without you guys.
To my loved ones, my parents, my sister, my boyfriend, my nonni, and my other family and friends. Thank you so much for supporting me through the ups and downs of university. Your love and encouragement have inspired me to be the person that I am today, and I wouldn't have been able to do it without you. And I know that all of the skills and everything that I've learned here throughout my time at university will carry me beyond my time at McMaster, and I'm very thankful and grateful to see what comes next. So I have lots of very special and memorable memories from my time at McMaster. I've been very involved with my faculty for the Social Sciences Society, so I have some great memories there. I was actually the lead role in the musical for the first ever Social Sciences musical, so that was also really fun.
My favorite memory at Mac was MacFest. Graduating out of COVID, we didn't get to have our graduation. It was incredibly awesome to see our entire Mac community come together for MacFest at the end of the semester, especially 2 years out of COVID. That memory really solidified the community that I found at Mac, and I really credit my parents for that.
I'm gonna give a shout out to my mother. The mother who was there for me even when I couldn't fully be there for myself. The mother who was there for me the nights I was cramming for an anatomy midterm the next day, who would deliver chai to my room because she knew I wanted that even when I didn't tell her. She could read my mind even when I couldn't read my own. I want to give a shout out to the mother who's been there for me these past 4 years of university and who continues to be there for me throughout every single moment of my life. I love you, Mom. Thank you so much for being the person I give a shout out to today. And if there is a favorite memory that I have from these past 4 years, it's my memory in the mundane moments of these past 4 years. Because sometimes it's those mundane moments that make the most special memories. And I think that mundane moment that comes to my mind right now has been those moments right before an exam, when everyone is cramming in IWC, stressing out about their midterm, about their exam that they have. And there's so many different emotions in that room. But at the core of each and every single one of those emotions is community. It's when we all come together with from so many different programs, from so many different backgrounds, from so many different emotions, and we all come there for that one shared purpose. And that one shared purpose is to learn. It's sometimes just to pass, but it's also to just come together and just to celebrate those small wins of our lives, such as having another exam, having the opportunity to learn. And so that's definitely one of my favorite moments at McMaster.
My Mac experience couldn't be possible without people like my dad, my friends, and even supervisors who I like to call Auntie Sonia. And some of my favorite memories are really simple things like sitting down at the track and having lunch with my friends.
One of my favorite memories with McMaster has to be when I first stepped into the research lab. That moment changed my path and put me in the path that I'm following today to pursue my master's. I also will always cherish the lettuce eating competition that I did with my friends, in which we all just stand in front of the YHE field to eat a lettuce all together. So I'm very thankful to McMaster.
I want to thank my mother and my father and my late grandmother, as each of them have been there for me throughout it all. They have gave me hope when I felt lost. They gave me hugs when I needed comfort, and they loved me unconditionally no matter what my grades were in first year. I want to specifically thank my mother for her unconditional love and for always giving me room to grow. She has always provided patience and time and never ever turned her shoulder towards me. I want to thank you, Mom, for everything that you have done. I would not be here graduating without you. It has all just been a crazy experience, and I wouldn't be able to do it without my family, as they are my rock for absolutely everything. And I know, like, at the end of the day, wherever I go from here, I know that I will always be running back to my home, where I will find my mom and dad with open arms. I met such amazing lifelong friends and a wonderful partner, and they have given me the opportunity to really experience what healthy relationships should be in life. And if it wasn't for meeting these people, I don't think I would be the person I am today. And whether it was like restless nights at Thode Library or just the simplicity of walking around campus and feeling like I am possible of achieving great things in life, it's gonna be very hard to say goodbye to McMaster and Hamilton, and I'm quite sad about it, but I know that those memories will actively live in my mind for the rest of my life.
Hello, class of 2025. We are graduates now. Congratulations to everyone. And before anything, I would like to thank people who made this journey unforgettable for me. My parents, my friends, my roommate, and everyone in between. Being an international student, I would always look forward to coming back home, and that's what my motivation was, to give my best in my semester. And to my friends that I made from all different parts of the world, thank you so much. Staying up late night with you guys studying, preparing our cheat sheets, and trying out different restaurants. These are all memories which I'm gonna cherish forever.
I want to thank my roommates who have been with me since my very first day at McMaster. They've gotten me through a lot of really tough times. I also want to thank Dr. Jessica Maxwell, who has given me so many opportunities I never thought I'd have the opportunity to have. And my mom, who has gotten me through a lot of really hard times as well. She's the reason I'm here, the reason I've gotten through my 4 years here. And my best memory at McMaster has been probably Welcome Week 2024. I had the chance to plan Welcome Week 2024 with the Faculty of Social Sciences and 2 other planners, Sarah and Savannah. And we got to hire a really amazing group of reps and work with them, and that was amazing. And we also got to work with faculty planners from all the other different faculties, which was so amazing, and so amazing to meet them and work with them. And it was just the greatest experience ever.
I would really like to thank my mom and my dad for always being there for me and supporting me whenever I need a hand, and also my friends I've made in BDC, especially like Karina and Josh, who's always been there supporting me, whether it's through my trials and tribulations or even like through the exciting moments, and supporting me all through McMaster. And one of my favorite memories at McMaster was definitely Welcome Week, when I was a representative for the science faculty. I really enjoyed my time there, really helping first year students. I remember myself in first year and how different I am like now, and I'm so glad because of the McMaster community. It really brought out my personality, and I'm just so thankful for my experiences there.
I'd have to say my memory of a special McMaster memory would be just anytime I had to walk around campus in the evening with my friends. So if that was walking from badminton intramurals or like walking from a New Spring Club meeting, I just felt like we had so many great conversations and interactions whenever my friends and I would just like walk home to the bus stop or like walk each other home. It felt very wholesome and beautiful.
My favorite memory from McMaster was being a part of Welcome Week and welcoming over 600 first years to Brandon residence, being able to plan all of their events and help them settle into their new home for the next 4 years.
I want to thank my mom and dad for all their unwavering support throughout my time here at McMaster. Mom, thank you so much for all the time you spent cooking and freezing meals for me so I could have a taste of home at school while you were far away. And Dad, thank you so much for all the hours you spent in the car driving me to and from school. I appreciated all that time we spent together, even though it was so early in the morning. One of my favorite memories at McMaster was participating in Welcome Week. I did it all 3 years since second year, and it was such an amazing experience to have a community of such inclusive, welcoming people. Usually you can't find as many amazing people in one place at one time as I did during Welcome Week, and I'm so grateful for all the memories we made together, and I'll never forget all the cheers that we did together.
My favorite one might be when I found out there were other Latinos
on campus, like getting to know them. I remember the first Olas event that I went, which now I'm president, which is crazy to think. But we were learning how to dance bachata and merengue, but I already knew how to dance, so I had to act like I didn't to feel more at home in the environment. So we were dancing and I was just making fun of the instructor, which was a friend of mine, with my friends, and I was being obnoxiously loud and making every step bigger than it had to be. And I just remember feeling like I had found home outside of home, in a community, in a place that I never expected to find a community that was so bright, joyful, and that felt just like I needed to be like around, like just the right amount of people, just the right amount of love, just the right amount of care. It was amazing, and I wouldn't change it for the world. And I still remember that day, and it still brings a smile to my face every time I think about it. So that is kind of my memory.
I guess there were moments where it's like, moments where you just feel like everyone's in the grind with you and in the hustle with you, whether it's staff, faculty, or students. I feel like those moments really meant the most because you realize it's really not an individual journey. Everyone's running the race together and we're all like holding each other's hands through it. So, yeah.
I want to say thank you to my brother and my amazing boyfriend. Thank you guys for always being there for me. And I wanted to say a special thank you to my mom. I know you can't be here by my side today, but I know you're always looking down on me.
I'd like to give a shout out to my parents and thank them for all their support through the years, especially by driving me to school.
So today I would like to thank my mom and dad who are here and my siblings for all the love and support they have shown me over the past 4 years. Every text, call, and visit has meant so much to me, more than I can describe.
Shout out to Dr. James Ingram for teaching me all about political theory and inspiring me to pursue that in the future.
I always knew university would teach me a lot, but what I didn't expect was that my greatest lessons wouldn't be from the textbooks, but from the people that made this journey unforgettable. Mom, Dad, this degree isn't just mine, it's yours as well. Your unwavering support, your love, didn't go unnoticed, and it shaped me to be the person that I am today, and I couldn't have done it without you.
One of my special memories from university, specifically at McMaster, is Light Up the Night, and I think it was really an amazing time with all my friends that came out. We took pictures at the photo booth, we went on the Ferris wheel, we had some good food that day, and I truly think it was very wholesome to have this moment with all of you.
I would like to shout out to First Love Jesus for helping me get through university because it's already hard. And then I would love to shout out to my mom, my dad, my 2 amazing sisters, and my friends and New Spring community for always being there for me. I would love to shout out to all the friends that I made in computer engineering and management as well. Y'all are real ones, y'all are troopers, and y'all are amazing. To all the professors that have helped me through my undergrad as well, I would really love to thank you for helping me get through university.
Life-changing.
Resilience.
Community and inclusion.
Finding family.
Home.
Second home.
The best years.
Rewarding. Eye-opening.
Inspiring.
Very loving.
Adventure.
Growth.
Incredibly rewarding.
Beautifully chaotic.
Heartwarming.
Diversity.
Transformative.
Transformative.
Community.
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 Unforgettable.
Thank you, class of 2025. We are confident you will continue to make us proud, and we are so excited to see where you will go, what you will create, how you will advance and innovate, and where you will make your unique impact, making a brighter world for us all. And to echo the sentiments of our graduands, thank you to all the supporters out there who played such an important role in bringing us to this occasion today. We celebrate you along with your graduate today, and we share your pride. And graduates, remember, your formal time at McMaster may have come to a close, but you are now a member of the McMaster Alumni Association, and we are here wherever you want to connect. Stay in touch, keep your email up to date, and learn about all that your Alumni Association offers you. Welcome to the network of a lifetime.
All right. Do you want to do Man for Dean? I think that might be Charlotte. Yeah, okay, we're good. What's that? Okay, I think Charlotte
gave us a thumbs
Oh,
up.
she did?
Yeah.
I was going to
before
say,
I was
okay, because we could do Manfredini.
sick. Okay, there we go. Graduands and guests, please rise as you are able for the academic procession.
Declare that the 669th Convocation of McMaster University for the conferring of degrees is now in session.
Please be seated. Good afternoon. I am Dr. Maureen McDonald, Provost and Vice President Academic of McMaster University. This afternoon, I have the great pleasure of acting as your Master of Ceremonies and welcoming you all, graduands and guests, to this convocation ceremony. On behalf of the university, I would like to recognize and acknowledge that we meet today on the traditional territories of the Mississauga and Haudenosaunee nations, and within the lands protected by the Dish with One Spoon Wampum Agreement. We must remember that we all have a role in upholding the spirit of that agreement, which urge for the peaceable sharing of Earth's resources. We must also not forget that merely acknowledging our presence on these traditional lands is only a small step in our shared path to reconciliation. I challenge you to consider how you can foster reconciliation among the many peoples that inhabit these lands. I would like to start today's proceedings by acknowledging some of the notable leaders joining me on stage today. Our Chancellor, Ms. Santi Smith. Our President and Vice Chancellor, Dr. Susan Tai. Vice Provost and Dean of Graduate Studies, Dr. Steve Ranilovic. Vice Provost Teaching and Learning, Dr. Kim Day. McMaster and Mohawk Deans, Heather Sheardown, Dr. Heather Sheardown, Dr. Bruce Newbold, and Mr. Jeff McIsaac. Associate Deans, faculty members from McMaster University and Mohawk College, and honored guests. Before we start our formal program, I kindly ask everyone in the hall to switch off any electronic device that may ring or beep during the ceremony. I would now like to invite our President and Vice Chancellor, Dr. Susan Tai, to the podium to provide special remarks.
Today, I want to recognize a person who is very important to McMaster, our Chancellor, Santee Smith. The Chancellor is the honorary head of the university who represents McMaster as an ambassador and takes pride and part in every convocation ceremony. Chancellor Smith was the person who, at my installation as president in September, delivered the inspiring Thanksgiving address and presented me with the McMaster's official charter, the McMaster Act. In the very best way, Chancellor Smith has made the role her own, and in so doing has substantially helped to build deeper, more meaningful connections between McMaster and 6 nations of the Grand River, and to advance the broader movement toward reconciliation between Canada's Indigenous and non-Indigenous communities. Chancellor Smith has served 2 terms in her role. Her second 3-year term, which she graciously agreed to extend a further 6 months, officially ends December 31st. Today is the last convocation that she will serve as our Chancellor, so it's a very bittersweet time. Chancellor Smith has honored McMaster with her enthusiastic service, her authentic voice, her genuine grace, and we are all grateful. Thank you, Chancellor Smith. I hope everyone will enjoy this video featuring our dear Chancellor in her own words.
Serving as Chancellor has been a profound honor and a meaningful part of my life over the past 6.5 years. What I'm most proud of is sharing the Ohandong Galiwat Dakwan, the Thanksgiving address at every convocation, a practice from my community that opens gatherings, bringing minds and hearts together. It reminds us of our interconnections and interdependence, guiding how we make decisions. At that pivotal moment when graduates are stepping forward into new pathways, I hope it encourages them to see the bigger picture and to reflect on the responsibilities each of us carry to our global community. I'm also proud to represent my home community of 6 nations of the Grand River, from my Chancellor's robes and regalia to the words I share in Ganyak Geha, the Mohawk language. Creativity and innovation are central to McMaster University's mission, and rightly so in 2025 and beyond, as we continue to foster critical thinking and promote well-being, self-expression, and communications. Art is a way for sharing story and perspective that engage people in a visceral way, connecting the mind, body, and spirit, often transcending language barriers and tapping into the essence of the human experience. It's my hope that McMaster University continues to meaningfully activate and implement the Truth and Reconciliation Commission's calls to action regarding higher education. Over the years, I've seen positive steps being taken, but reconciliation requires ongoing effort, courage, and accountability. Of course, to make these changes meaningful and to grow, McMaster University must ensure proper resources and long-term commitments are in place. Only through sustained action and collaboration can reconciliation move from words to lived practice.
I would now like to call upon Chancellor Smith to make her welcoming remarks and then deliver the Thanksgiving address.
Nyawa President Tai and Provost McDonald. Nyawa, thank you. Sego Sebaguego, greetings everyone. Wachquinualado, welcome. Honored guests, staff, family, friends, colleagues, and McMaster and Mohawk College faculty members, and most importantly, graduands. What a wonderful day this is as we come together to share and celebrate your achievements and extend our gratitude. And as we celebrate today, let us acknowledge the land on which we gather, a land with deep histories, culture, and knowledge systems that continue to teach us. May this moment inspire us to walk forward with humility, curiosity, and courage to make meaningful contributions to the world. I am pleased to begin this ceremony, like all others that I presided over, with the Ohandu Galabat Dekwan, also known as the Thanksgiving Address, spoken in Ganyat Geha, the Mohawk language. Se watahosios ne gat ne galiwesa, ne ona, ne angali ho hetste, ne ganawala donsrla. These words intend to unite our minds and our hearts in acknowledgement, to give thanks, affirm our interdependence, and to cultivate compassion and kindness to all living things, and remind us of our responsibilities for sustaining nature's delicate balance and to encourage peaceful coexistence in alignment with the immensity of creation. We give greetings and gratitude to the people, human beings, our ancestors, our family, our friends, so be it in our minds. We give greetings and thanks to our Mother Earth, for she provides us with everything that we need to survive and thrive, so be it in our minds. We offer greetings and acknowledge the waters, from the oceans to the streams, to the waters flowing within us, to the water that quenches our thirst. Water is life, so be it in our minds. We give our greetings and thanks to the fish life, who help to purify the waters and provide us with nourishment, so be it in our minds. We offer greetings and gratitude to all of the plant life, from the grasses to the medicines that help to purify and strengthen our bodies, so be it in our minds. We give thanks to all of the insect life who help to pollinate the plants, so be it in our minds. We offer greetings and gratitude to our sustenance foods for providing us with nourishment and their medicine, so be it in our minds. We give greetings and thanks to the fruit life, who help to nourish our body, so be it in our minds. We offer our greetings and gratitude to all of the animals, many who sacrifice their lives to help sustain us, and who are considered our teachers and our guides, so be it in our minds. We give thanks to the birds, whose beautiful singing helps to uplift our spirit and bring peace and calm to our hearts, so be it in our minds. We give thanks to every species of tree. We cannot live without the oxygen they provide us. Their roots and sap provide nourishment and cleansing for our bodies, and we are grateful for their shelter and shade, so be it in our minds. Daieti ni walaro ne zuwerler warnier e tanayonto haget ne naguat nagula. We offer greetings and gratitude to the circulating winds who travel the earth to bring us new life and breath. Through observing the winds, we recognize the cycling of seasons and messages about the environment, so be it in our minds. Daieti ni walaro ne ladiwerlas e tanayonto haget ne naguat nagula. We give thanks to our grandfathers, the thunderers, for purifying the air and awakening the earth and awakening us. The powerful voices of our grandfathers bring on the replenishing and the renewing rains, so be it in our minds. Datsi dawanuwalaro ne anjongeni galakwa e tonayonto hagetne naguat nagula. We offer our greetings and gratitude to our eldest brother, the sun, who appears consistently every morning to provide us with sunshine, protection, and energy for all living things. So be it in our minds. Daiet no walaro ne asatanega wat nirele e tonayonto hagetne naguat nagula. We give greetings and gratitude to Grandmother Moon for lighting up the nighttime sky and for her powerful pull on our waters, governing of cycles, women, and birth. So be it in our minds. Zayeti ni walaro ne odzisto warlunyo e tonayonto hagetne naguat nagula. We give greetings and gratitude to the stars, to the cosmos, for providing us with guidance, direction, and dazzling our eyes when we look into the nighttime sky. So be it in our minds. Dayeti ni walaro ne deyonkiyaradom e tonayonto hagetne naguat nagula. We give thanks to our protectors, our spiritual guardians who provide us with clarity of mind and bring peace to our hearts. So be it in our minds. Datsi dawanu walaro ne ganstan goa saoyela e tonayonto hagetne naguat nagula. We give thanks to creation, the great spirit, the great mystery, the immense creative energy that lives and moves in every entity and lives and moves within all of us. Da'eto ni gawanage da'eto. That address was a very short version. The long version, we would be here until the evening, so keep it short. It's a humble acknowledgement as a reminder of the immensity of the creative living universe, of which we human beings are a very small part. In recognizing the breadth of the entire natural world, I may have overlooked a few things. So please take this time to give thanks to something I may have missed out. It is also a reminder of our responsibilities as protectors of nature and active upholders of skana. And skana and ganyak geha means peace and balance. To cultivate peace and balance within us and in relation to kin, community, the environment, and all of our non-human relatives. Addressing our interdependence is necessary to sustain our world in a good way. And we thank everything in creation, everything upon which we depend to get us to this very moment. In gratitude and celebration, we are here to acknowledge your achievements. Convocation is a time to reflect on the stories and actions that have shaped us, stories of perseverance, resilience, and connection. It is also an invitation to imagine the stories yet to be written, the roles you will embody, and your own impact rippling out into the world. Today marks a moment of transition, a threshold where one chapter ends, yet another begins. Each of you has journeyed through challenges, triumphs, learning, unlearning, growth, to arrive here. But no journey unfolds alone. Along the way, there were helpers, teachers who inspired, mentors who guided, friends who uplifted, and loved ones who offered you unwavering support. Nyawagoa, thank you very much. Life is about the journey, isn't it? And I hope, like me, your journey circles you back to McMaster. To our graduates, take this moment to celebrate and fully embrace this milestone achievement. We look forward to witnessing the unique gifts you will offer the world through thoughtful, responsible, and visionary contributions to our shared future. Yoyanale, congratulations to the class of 2025.
Thank you, Chancellor Smith. I would like to welcome Dr. Steve Ranilovic, Vice Provost and Dean of Graduate Studies, to the podium to deliver their welcoming remarks.
Thank you, Dr. McDonald. Well, good afternoon. And what a truly exceptional day this is. Convocation is a celebration of achievement, of perseverance, and of the transformative power of education. And that's what makes this my absolute favorite time of the year. Today marks a significant milestone for each of you, no matter what field of study or which degree you have pursued. You've all demonstrated resilience, curiosity, and a commitment to learning that will serve you well in every chapter of life that awaits you. To the families and friends who have supported you through this journey, I offer my heartfelt thanks. As cheerleaders of success and shoulders on which to lean on when challenges arose, your contributions cannot be underestimated. Today's world is rapidly changing and faces many wicked problems, including challenges in geopolitics, climate change, and economic uncertainty, just to name a few. We're witnessing the rise of the transformative technology of artificial intelligence, which to many of us seems like science fiction come alive. AI promises to be a tool for humanity to help us in our search for answers to difficult questions, to help us automate and to make us more efficient. In short, to make our lives better. But with such far-reaching and rapidly developing technologies come a new set of challenges, many of which we're only starting to realize now. As an engineer, back in my day, I was trained to approach such challenges through solely a technological lens. Ones and zeros, lines of code, megawatts, and computations. However, today it is clear that the answers to such grand challenges facing our country and our world do not lie solely in science and technology. We need humanists to help us define our own humanity and to explore our own creativity. We need social scientists to guide the development of solutions and allow us to understand their impact on our social structures and communities. We need business graduates to harness, apply, and responsibly develop our human innovation for the prosperity of all of our people. In short, things are more complicated now. We need to work together across disciplinary lines to find solutions that blend technological, scientific, and the human aspects into consideration. I'd like to highlight for a moment now, if you'd allow me to, that we have an amazing moment this fall in this convocation. Yesterday, our first graduate for our Masters in Indigenous Studies had their chance to have their degree conferred. This was a huge personal celebration for the graduate, their department, and their community. It's also a celebration for our institution and marks an important acknowledgement of Indigenous studies as a rigorous, distinct, and integral part of McMaster's academic landscape. All of these challenges might sound a bit overwhelming, but I remain incredibly optimistic and see a pathway forward. And that pathway is sitting here in front of me in this hall. We need you, a new generation of scholars trained with deep disciplinary knowledge, but also able to integrate and transcend traditional disciplinary boundaries. You are the new generation of scholars who are equipped with the skills to address these wicked problems in both the Canadian context and in a globally aware manner. Today, we celebrate the growth that has brought you this far. So please do take a moment to pause, reflect, and celebrate. Today is a really big deal. I also encourage you to continue on your path and embrace being a lifelong learner. Ask questions. Seek a deeper understanding, take risks, and welcome new growth, because that is where true success lies. Congratulations to each of you, and I wish you every future success.
Thank you, Dr. Ranilovic. I would now like to welcome Dean of the Faculty of Engineering, Dr. Heather Sheardown, to present the honorary degree recipient for this afternoon.
I'm pleased to present our honorary degree recipient. By the authority of the Senate of McMaster, I have the honor to present Romina Velshi. Romina Velshi is a professional engineer who earned degrees in civil and chemical engineering, as well as an MBA at the University of Toronto. She began her career at Ontario Power Generation and Ontario Hydro, where she worked for more than 3 decades, ultimately serving in senior executive positions related to nuclear energy. Ms. Velshi then became chair of the Employment Insurance Board of Referees, but returned to the nuclear sector as a member of the Canadian Nuclear Safety Commission, or CNSC. In 2017, she joined the Ontario Energy Board, and a year later became president and chief executive officer of the Canadian Nuclear Safety Commission. In her half-decade as CEO at CNSC, she launched the Women in STEM initiative, helped establish, as founding co-chair, the International Gender Champions Impact Group on Gender Equality in Nuclear Regulatory Agencies, and chaired both the Commission of Safety Standards for the International Atomic Energy Agency and the International Nuclear Regulators Association. Since leaving CNSC, Ms. Velshi has been a board member for Hydro Ottawa and SAS Power, a member of the International Nuclear Safety Advisory Group, and chair of the OECD Nuclear Energy Agency High-Level Group of Stakeholder Engagement and Trust. She is an expert advisor to Japan's Nuclear Regulation Authority and to the Canadian law firm Torys LLP. She also co-founded Zeta Joule, a nuclear energy startup based in Japan. Ms. Velshi co-chaired Canada's first Nuclear Energy Agency International Mentoring Workshop for Indigenous young women and was a founding co-chair of Canada's Driving the Advancement of Women in Nuclear. She is a board member with the Canadian Institute of Women in Engineering and Sciences and has played key volunteer leadership roles with the AgaCon Foundation Canada, the Toronto Board of Health, Scientists in School, and Women in Nuclear Canada. A non-resident senior fellow at the Atlantic Council's Nuclear Energy Policy Initiative, and a distinguished fellow at the Munk School of Global Affairs and Public Policy, Ms. Velshi was the inaugural recipient of the International Framework for Nuclear Energy Cooperation's Icon of Nuclear Award. Chancellor Smith, we ask that you add to this long list of accolades today by conferring upon Ms. Velshi, a true Canadian leader in the nuclear sector, the degree Doctor of Science honoris causa.
Romina Velshi, by the authority of the McMaster University Senate, I have the great pleasure to confer upon you the degree Doctor of Science honoris causa at McMaster University with all the rights and privileges pertaining to that degree. I would now like to invite Dr. Velshi to deliver the Convocation address.
Madam Chancellor, President Tai, honored guests, distinguished faculty, graduands, families, and friends, good afternoon. To be recognized by McMaster University, Canada's nuclear university, whose laboratories, classrooms, nuclear research reactor, and hot cells have shaped the Canadian scientific imagination, is a distinction beyond anything I could have imagined when I began as a young nuclear engineer in the late 1970s. This moment is not mine alone. My husband earned his science degree at McMaster before becoming a physician. My daughter spent her high school weekends studying in McMaster's library. My son, my granddaughter, all my sisters, and my 91-year-old aunt are also here today. And I think of my late parents who fled Uganda and arrived in Canada as refugees, my father working the front desk at a hotel, my mother as a seamstress, and who put their 4 daughters through school in this country. When I told my father about this honor before he passed away this summer, his pride said it all. Canada and institutions like McMaster had kept the promise he believed in when he moved here 50 years ago. To the parents in the hall, I hope you feel that same pride today. On behalf of every graduate, thank you. Some of you graduate today as scientists, others as engineers. You may think of them as different pursuits, yet both begin from the same truth. The world does not give up its secrets easily. Your work is to understand nature and apply that understanding for society's benefit, while remaining humble enough to accept that the world will keep reminding us how little we truly know. Science and engineering are forms of stewardship, the patient work of extending human understanding without ever confusing comprehension with control. I still remember the excitement and the nervousness of arriving at the Pickering Nuclear Generating Station for my first job. The plant had already been operating for a decade. There are 3 lessons that have stayed with me that I'd like to share with you. First, the things we build often endure beyond us. Pickering has recently been approved for a life extension. I am nearing my 70th birthday, and the plant will outlive me. Even as you change jobs often, your work will outlast your careers and sometimes even your lifetimes. To build well is to imagine those who will inherit what you create long after you are gone. Second, design often reflects assumptions about who belongs. When I first arrived at Pickering, there was no women's change room, no properly fitting equipment, and as I learned later, no rule for pregnant workers entering the radiation area, because no one had imagined a woman would be working at a nuclear generating station. The progress toward gender equity in STEM, visible here today, is one of the most hopeful changes of my lifetime. Your presence widens that path further. Third, systems rarely improve on their own. Progress depends on human intervention. Science and engineering begin in curiosity, the instinct to ask why something must be built a certain way. But they require the courage to change course when the evidence shows it should not remain as it is. I want to speak briefly about trust in science. In nuclear safety, I learned that trust is earned not by eloquence, but by rigor, by verification, documentation, and the quiet discipline that accuracy is non-negotiable. Whether you model a pandemic, design a bridge, or a vaccine, or a nuclear reactor, or sequence a genome, most people will never fully understand your work. They will rely on it all the same. Public trust rests on clarity and is destroyed by the pretense of certainty. It is lost not when results are imperfect, but when explanations are evasive. The public can tolerate doubt. It cannot forgive condescension or false precision. Say what you know, admit what you don't, correct mistakes quickly. Scientific knowledge has always lived in tension between what we can measure and what we must accept remains unknown. Integrity lies in honoring that tension. The challenges of trust are growing not because our values have changed, but because the systems we build have. The infrastructures you will work on, from energy grids to biological tools to machine learning models, are now so complex that no single expert can fully predict their behavior. Some of these systems, including modern AI, do not challenge us because they appear human, but because their internal logic is inaccessible even to their creators. That complexity does not reduce your responsibility, it enlarges it. As models grow more powerful and infrastructures more interdependent, the work of the scientist and engineer must shift from assuming control to ensuring understanding. We will need designs that can be audited, results that can be explained, and decision paths that can be traced to accountable hands. Public trust cannot survive systems that cannot be questioned. Build with transparency in mind. Build so that another engineer or scientist decades from now can understand how the system works and intervene when it does not behave as expected. And because no discipline exists in isolation, read widely. Many ethical dilemmas in AI, biotechnology, and advanced materials echo debates found in literature, philosophy, and history long before the technologies existed. Reading widely protects you from the illusion that the present is unprecedented. Precision, humility, and stewardship remain the foundations of public trust. Science and engineering endure because failure cannot be hidden. A bridge, a reactor, a vaccine, a data model, all must answer to the human world that depends on it. Integrity means running the numbers again when the result feels too neat, repeating an experiment whose beauty seems suspiciously complete, and documenting every assumption so that others can test it, and knowing they will. Science and engineering advance through both patience and revolution, through the slow accumulation of knowledge and the rare leap of insight. You inherit both traditions, the builder's patience and the visionary's daring. Every scientific discovery begins in a childlike sense of wonder, in the astonishment that the world is intelligible at all. Without imagination, science becomes bookkeeping. Without curiosity, engineering becomes maintenance. McMaster University has shaped Canada's scientific landscape for generations, from its reactor producing life-saving isotopes to the engineers and scientists who make their knowledge serve humanity. It has never just produced technical experts, it has produced stewards of the public trust. And you join that lineage today. To the graduates of McMaster's Faculty of Science and Faculty of Engineering, may your curiosity never harden into certainty. May your intellect be matched by integrity. May your judgment deepen as your knowledge grows. And may your imagination stay as disciplined as your reason. As you leave this place, proud of what you have achieved and mindful of the work ahead, remember this. Carry that pride lightly. Keep your tolerances tight. And guard the sense of wonder that first drew you to science, for it will be your truest guide when certainty fails. Congratulations and thank you.
Thank you so much for that wonderful convocation address. I would now like to welcome Dr. Susan Tai, President and Vice Chancellor, to the podium to present the graduands to our Chancellor for admission to their degrees.
Graduates, if you are able, please stand. Chancellor Smith, on behalf of McMaster University Senate, I present to you these candidates and those in absentia in order that you may confer the appropriate degrees upon them, and I bear witness that they are worthy and suitable.
Graduands, by my authority and that of the McMaster University Senate, I have the great pleasure to confer upon you the degrees for those standing before me and those in absentia to their individual degrees, with all the rights and privileges pertaining to those degrees. Congratulations.
Please be seated. Graduates, I now ask each of you to join me on stage so that the Chancellor and I may welcome you to the McMaster Community of Scholars.
Honored guests, so that each graduate's name may be heard, it would be appreciated if during the presentation of graduands, you would hold your collective applause to the end of each degree category. Thank you. Chancellor Smith, may I present to you the following graduates of the degree Doctor of Philosophy.
Lindian R. Lessie. Xiaobing Li. Tharindu Sasanka Premachandra.
Leah Madeline Sather. Ravneet Kaur Sidhu.
Tianchi Hong.
Parham Marvi.
Mandeep Marway. Sara Rahmani.
Sandy Zachariah. Calvin Zhu. Austin David Bedrosian.
Ian Argyle Goff. Emily Ann Catherine Hicks. Kyle Edward Hunter Jackson. Abdulrahman Mohammed Al-Fatih Awad Babikar.
Saeed Tayebi.
Mdi Ali Akbar.
Iris Lok Yan Chan. Billy Dang. Daniel Gueme. Kay McCallum.
Nikki Ritchie. Xiao Yu. Ali Ardestani. Ehsan Banabas. Mohammed Rafat El-Gendi. Siavash Philam. Michael Agrona. Yunfei Ma. Andrei Turchenko. Jue Shu. Aigusti Guna.
Bezad Abdi.
Arene Balachandran. Junran Chen.
Mitchell Cook. Francisco Alejandro Juarez Leon.
Athira Karuvaril Vijayan. Liangyan Li. Shrikant Pillai. D. Wang. Hao Shu.
Michael Vincent Sino. Liam Flanagan. Anastasia Sukov.
Andrew I. Mikhail. Kai Kong. Colton Parks. Chungwei Jang.
Jananin Arusilin.
Fletcher Miles Spencer Gates.
Elkin Wabemar Ramirez.
Chantel Miller. Francisco Antonio Borges Zapata.
Claude Convoyer Cloutier.
Lauren Dutcher. Matthew Corey Pula. Hector Smoothstone Robinson. Hannah Marie Anderson.
Vinnie Kohler. Chantal Carrillo.
Bethany Easterbrook. Wei Fang.
Melissa Andrade Furtado. Briar Elaine Innes.
Allison Mizzy. Maheen Shaquille. Megan Lee. Pang Fei Che. Manon Mukherjee.
Sina Zarini.
Ziyi Wang.
Chancellor Smith, may I present to you the following graduates of the degree Master of Arts.
Dastar Kaur Bode.
Chancellor Smith, may I present to you the following graduates of the degree Master of Financial Mathematics.
Harigaran Balendra. Sewan Chang. Petra Chur.
Nicholas Desero.
Rosemary Ekang. Stephen John Kowalski. Jiaying Li. Chen Yue Liu.
Wendy Lingqi Ren. Shahryar Hamid Siddiqui.
Yang Song.
Andrew Stonehouse.
Yu Hao Sun. Xinyang Wei. Minji Wu. Chen Hong Jang. Hai Yue Zhong. Iwei Ju.
Chancellor Smith, may I present to you the following graduates of the degree Master of Science.
Christine Rose Balio.
Justin Stefan Benjamin. Laura Weiwen Lee. Zainab Saad.
Jack Christopher Salol.
Bradley Squarick.
Kaylee Ann Tomas.
Abdurrahman Al-Nabulsi.
Unati Desai.
Zayuan Liu.
Reza Arabpour.
Mohammed Kodadad.
Ali Shirayi. Chu Yang.
Jia Chen.
Ali Nakvi.
Yassine Benkendil. Alexandra Renee Clark. Ethan Thomas Davies.
Liam Kribick. Ben Michaelchuk.
Caitlin Mountjoy. Zara Zaman. Brooke Nicole Schmiel. Tianqin Luo.
Natalie Pham.
Ava Rose Bobinski.
Alessandra Sherrod.
Chloe Chantal Drapeau. Erin Harper. Hussein Ismailov.
Horia Azhar Masood. Lisa Petrascu.
Caitlin Emma Keatley. Daniel Sepulveda. Raven Isabella Westlake. Jing Young.
Veronica Choi.
Yutian Ma.
Ariel Teresia Takach.
Anaga Vinod. Shirley Suet Yi Chan.
Helen Molino.
Chancellor Smith, may I present to you the following graduates of the degree Master of Applied Science.
Rahele Ashkar. Andrew Hollinger.
Mohammed Saeed Nik Shawar. Lauren Stevens. Mukesh Singh.
Susu Jang.
Sadia Tasneem.
Orgis Ali.
Ahmed Kamran.
Yunjae Lee. Sabaha Mahmouda. Bridget Marfo.
Amireza Musavi. Kyle O'Shaughnessy.
Batuhan Siri Yilmaz. Hao Yang Zhang. Manuel Arturo Mendez Rosales. Razia Nusrat. Vaitier Paula Iglesias. Zemo G. Zion Ali Khan. François Michel Joseph Albert. Braden Frank James Cook. Kaustub Dalmia.
Orja Dorkar.
Mohamed Ismail. Anurag Cha. Chang Lu. Danielle Esteban Maestre Cambronell. Luke Anthony Remack.
Yue Qing Sun. Virash Kumar Palanichami.
Nafise Valazade Shiron.
Chancellor Smith, may I present to you the following graduates of the degree Master of Engineering.
Alina David. Jingi Dong.
Yileng Chen.
Tao Dung.
Salar Faisal.
Fan Ping Jiang.
Suqing Liu. Surbi Malik. Chintaka Senanayaka. David Wang. Axel Fung.
Yi Kai Song. Amna Wagley. Valentino Turot. Yashi Nanesh Kumar Choksi.
Prachi Dave. Vaidehi Deshmukh.
Majid Ibrahim El Sayed Aid. Nimish Gontia. Giangguan. Om Nitinbai Kakadia. Chris Xavier Matthias. Jaimis Arvinbai Miani. Vipin Chandran Mutirika Parambil. Henis Suresh Kumar Nakwani.
Kayor Kirit Neal. Snigdha Pandey. Darshan Parbadia. J. Kokilabin Patel.
Ovesh Ahmed Ayub Patel.
Suraj Ramesh.
Harshil Jayesh Kumar Rana. Aman Semi. Ge Shu.
Hetvi Shukla.
Purva Singh. Ayush Tarun Kumar Thumar. Twinkle Gautambe Togadia. Ishika Vinubai Vagasia. Moline Wan. Shuning Wang. Lucas Wolf. Meng Mei Shu. Nanzhao.
Chancellor Smith, may I present to you the following graduates of the degree Master of Engineering Design.
Jewel Fernandez.
Mohit Johar. Sri Ganesh Kaniyarasu. Waika Teresa Mariel. Rusha Moshtagian. Sufia Rashed. Aisha Siddiqui.
Chancellor Smith, may I present to you the following graduates of the degree Master of Engineering in Manufacturing Engineering.
Ali Raza Afzal. Bhuvanesh Balaji. Harsh Vinod Chaudhary. Sita Shen. Tianyang Chen. Mark William Curry. Ikrup Singh Grover. Shumeen Huang.
Pavani Jana.
Nile Jani. Shahryar Muhammad Khan. Siddhant Khanna. Rohit Mariala. Navadeep Yadav Mukherjee. Ronald Paul. Nikhil Kumar Vasantabai Prajapati. Muiz Tahir. Mihir Maholbe Raval. Meetin Ashokbai Vagasia.
Chancellor Smith, may I present to you the following graduates of the degree Master of Engineering and Public Policy.
Doris Antwi Deborah.
Yue Bai.
Maying Gu. Sindhuja Iyer. Erlanga Citrasurya Mogea. Mengmei Ku. Zain Salim.
Nyanzu Salome Shen.
Boya Yu.
Chancellor Smith, may I present to you the following graduates of the degree Bachelor of Engineering and Management.
Kabir Singh Kent. Connor Adam Morrison.
Chancellor Smith, may I present to you the following graduate of the degree Bachelor of Health Sciences.
Brennan Srisat Kuru.
Chancellor Smith, may I present to you the following graduates of the degree Bachelor of Engineering.
Hamza Rauf Anis. Lee Chang. Ojas Chaudhary.
David Ostezele Dorshola.
Tyler Peter Fernandez. Khalil Ghazal. Zaryab Farid Hassan.
Mohammed Ayman Haider.
Yi-Chen Lee. Arthur Julian Mishkin.
Tudor Pamphil Balaj. Ali Raza. Ansh Tiwari,
Aryan Walia,
Proyiti Rivu Akanda,
Zahin Jawed Hossein, Aruran Kamalavanan, Yimo Ning, Sohas Parsha.
Chancellor Smith, may I present to you the following graduates of the degree Bachelor of Technology.
Shuli Chen,
Tao Doan,
Hajar Farag, William Fong,
Gagandeep Gotra,
Omer Gill, Carter Glynn,
Abdelrahman M.S. Hajjaj,
Samuel Damiet Lewis Jack, Nevin James, Sakshi Jangra, Jatin Kumar,
Louis Zeju Liu, Cedric Nigel Malangis Valdez,
Gaurav Manchanda, Darren Morrison, Fonkwai Win, Hardi Kumar Patel,
Manan Nitesh Kumar Patel,
Ali Razai, Janil Shah, Akash Sharma, Pratik Singh, Wan Fen Su,
Janpreet Swatch,
Chi Ho Wen,
Jaden Matthew Wong,
Jinhua Yan, Kareem Taher El Sayed Ibrahim Zahra,
Sakish Chandra Kumar,
Miriam Daniel Asefa,
Rubaya Farazi,
Marina Neves Fonseca,
Mirwais Ishakse,
Nicholas Liberato Minella,
Chancellor Smith, may I present to you the following graduates of the degree Honors Bachelor of Science.
Nicholas Liberato Minella, Sarah Matthews,
Daria Mihailovna Nikitsenka, Una Yu Chian,
Rakavi Ravindran, Shansley Raza, Sharon Su, Anuoluwapo Estar Aladetoyenbo,
Chancellor Smith, may I present to you the following graduates of the degree Honors Bachelor of Science.
Isma Ali,
Ria Torin Alkama, Dima Altamimi, Brooklyn Ambis, John Batty,
Benjamin Christopher Baker,
Jenna Blabel,
Chantal Marie Brooks, Robin James Dea Brown, Jonathan Airy Celeste,
Chan Zhe Yun, Niall Chengiz, Kushi Chauhan,
Natalie Ski de Freitas, Gracie Deogan,
Jivan Dillon,
Victoria Dimitruchik, Amna Durrani,
Christian Nicholas Eng, Jingru Fang, Aaron G,
Jiyoon Gem,
Yasan Gunasekara, Vijay Peter Harak,
Alexander Sebastian Harvey, Carson Robert Harvey,
Anusha Ashar Hasnain,
Tiffany Huang, Hala Isa,
Nadia Jaipersad,
Yahya Abdisalam Jama, Shayan Jaranzadeh,
Annie Jao Jia, Ashmi Mehul Kansara, Sarah Kasana,
Nishta Kaushal,
Melina de Bonville Kawasoko, Rayan Kazim,
Arnika Kiani, Yuna Kim, Erica Jiayi Lee, Z Liu, Andy May Lloyd, Mir Omar Maksud, Maya McGregor,
Malaya Brianna Mizal, Maria Moyne,
Somaya Asia Nana,
Eleanor Nguyen,
Sungjin Park,
Divya Dali Patel,
Ishita Patel, Vedi Patel,
Nicholas Ramsamy, Lion Sadaldin, Grace Satyanandan,
Ethan Tam Song, Karthika Bella Srisangar, Mung Su,
Nicole Sue,
Yasmin Sultan,
Harry Shi,
Zahan Seo, Zamang Shu, Yuze Zhang,
Chancellor Smith may present to you the following graduates of the degree, Honours Bachelor of Science, Kinesiology.
Ashley Catherine Doris Bedford Royacres,
Trevor Ian Dugdale, Carl Joseph Pardo Guan Hing,
McKinley Paige Shumlansky,
Valerie Wong,
Chancellor Smith may present to you the following graduates of the degree, Bachelor of Medical Radiation Sciences.
Nikita Kaur Mahal, Meshal Zahra,
Chancellor Smith may present to you the following graduates of the degree, Bachelor of Applied Science from the Faculty of Science.
Sajal Ajaz,
Chancellor Smith may I present to you the following graduates of the degree Bachelor of Science.
Parth Arora, Grant Juchan Bay, Diyami Joseph Blasuta, Victor Kabugo. Heba Khan.
Junfei Liu.
Tejal Modi.
Mena Mohammed.
Keshav Ramola. Mohammed Sheikh.
Chancellor Smith, may I present to you the following graduates of the degree Bachelor of Science Kinesiology.
Masa Kotsi.
Let's give one more round of applause to all the newest graduates. It is now my pleasure to introduce Dr. Kay McCollum, a graduate of the degree Doctor of Philosophy in Chemistry, who will be delivering the valedictory address this afternoon.
Thank you. I'm thrilled to share the stage today with the distinguished members of the Chancellor's Party, including Chancellor Smith, President Tai, Provost McDonald, and Dean Hranilovic, Dean Newbold, and Dean Sheardown. I've had the opportunity to work with many of you, and I'm grateful for your unwavering support to improving student academics and well-being on campus. It's my honor to celebrate the graduates before me. Today, we savor our success, surrounded by our faculty, friends, and family. And we dread the question we all know is coming: what's next? Graduates, no matter whether your plans are set or still pending, I know that you have the traits you need to be successful. A few years ago, I had the privilege of advising on the creation of a new initiative at the Science, Careers, and Experience Center. They made a framework of core competencies, soft skills, if you will, that students need to have to be leaders in the workplace. And what they found in making this framework is that everyone here has developed these competencies over the course of their degree. Family and friends, today I'd like to tell you how your graduates have grown as people. It started with a question: how does this work, and how can we make it work better? We dedicated years of our lives to studying the secrets of the universe and engineering new solutions to fix challenges. And these solutions were not straightforward. It took iterating, brainstorming, spending hours and hours to make an optimal method, throwing things at the wall and seeing what sticks, and pivoting hard when it's clear something wouldn't work out. It challenged us to view things from a different perspective, to seek out diverse viewpoints, and to share our ideas with others in ways that build understanding and foster productive conversations. And above all, it took a conviction to continue on in the face of failure. Graduate school is not an easy or a straightforward journey. It twists and turns, and for those of us who are trying to do this during a pandemic, absolutely throws you for a loop. But this grueling journey instills in us critical abilities for our future success. The competency framework identifies these abilities as discovery, critical thinking, and problem solving. We've asked interesting questions, built methods to answer them, really considered what we're doing and why, and solved our share of problems, including the ones we made for ourselves. It identifies flexibility, collaboration, and communication. We learned how to adapt, to work with others, and to speak so that we could be understood. Thanks for always asking what we're up to, by the way. It can be hard to explain our research without a lot of technical jargon, and with your help, we've now got it down to a science. It identifies resilience. When things got hard, and they got hard, we stuck with it. We believed in ourselves, we trusted the knowledge we gained through hard-earned effort, and we kept going. None of us would be here if we lacked the courage to keep going. The framework identifies one more competency that is specific to McMaster, called Building Brighter Lives. It's adhering to your values, approaching with empathy, leading with inclusivity. It's the commitment to making a difference. We've all seen the signs on campus. A brighter world begins with us. Graduates, the world is on fire. The last 5 years have been a string of unprecedented moments. We are facing innumerable global crises: health, humanitarian, poverty, war, climate, a snarling web of overlapping issues that will take dedicated, principled problem solvers to fix. And as I stand here, I look out on a room full of people who can be those problem solvers. We, scientists and engineers, can build a better future. Many of us have created technology that will be critical for social advancement. But we can't let our contributions to society stop when we leave the lab. We know how our technology works best. We should take part in the conversation on how it should be used. Right now, we are facing a concerted effort to shut scientific expertise out, and our silence lets them. And even the most altruistic of innovations can be turned to serve selfish interests, tucked away behind for-profit paywalls, or poisoned in the well of public perception. We have a responsibility to advocate for an equitable future. We cannot build brighter lives with stoic hearts. We cannot open minds with closed mouths. We cannot create a better future if we only speak up when it is safe or politically expedient to do so. To pursue a graduate degree is to care. You have to care. You can't keep going unless you care. I implore you to continue caring, to making a positive difference, no matter how small. To aspire to significance, not just in your data, but in the impact you've made in your community. To measure your success in the intensity of the light you shine on the lives of those around you. Today, we celebrate an achievement we have been working our whole lives towards. Tomorrow, we face the future. And wherever it takes you, I hope your path is driven by your curiosity, bolstered by your resiliency, supported by your friends and family, and illuminated by your convictions. Congratulations, graduates.
Okay, there's a graduate who cares. May I now call upon the Acting Dean of the Faculty of Science, Dr. Bruce Newbold, who will present the Governor General's Academic Gold Medals and the 2025 Distinguished Alumni Award for the Sciences. Dr. Newbold.
The Governor General's Academic Medal is one of the most prestigious awards a student in Canada can receive. Established in 1873, this honor recognizes exceptional academic achievement at the high school, collegiate, undergraduate, and graduate levels. Each year, McMaster awards just 2 Governor General's Gold Academic Medals to the students at the university who have achieved the highest academic standing at the graduate level. Earning this accolade not only places this year's recipients among the top students to graduate from McMaster, it places them among the top students in all of Canada. On behalf of Her Excellency, the Right Honourable Mary Simon, it gives me great pride to present the Governor General's Academic Gold Medal to both Dr. Claude Cornier-Cloutier and Dr. Ahmad Moussa. Chancellor Smith, I ask that you and all those present join me to express recognition of their achievement. I would now like to present our recipient for the 2025 Distinguished Alumni Award for the Sciences, Dr. Sharif Mata. Dr. Sharif Mata, who earned his PhD in chemistry from McMaster University in 2002, is an internationally recognized theoretical and computational chemist whose work bridges the field of chemistry, physics, biology, and astronomy. Following postdoctoral research with Nobel laureate John Polanyi at the University of Toronto and with Russell Boyd as an Itzhak Walton Killam Fellow at Dalhousie University, Dr. Mata joined Mount St. Vincent University in 2006, where he is currently Professor of Chemistry and Physics. In 2009, he earned the habilitation to direct research from Université de Lorraine in France. Dr. Matta holds honorary adjunct appointments at Dalhousie, Laval, and St. Mary's universities, and has frequent visiting professorships at dozens of universities and research institutes around the world. Dr. Matta's research has helped reshape several frontiers of physical science. While at McMaster, he discovered the hydrogen-hydrogen bonding interaction. He later introduced electron localization-delocalization matrices as quantum descriptors in molecular design and elucidated the electrostatic role of ATP synthase enzyme in mitochondrial bioenergetics. His recent work on diffuse interstellar bands is a step in resolving the century-old mystery in astrochemistry. His work is disseminated in more than 200 publications, including 4 books, as well as invited lectures in more than 40 countries. A leader in shaping science policy, Dr. Matta has chaired the Interdisciplinary Adjudication Committee of the Canada Research Chairs Program, served on the Canada Excellence Research Chairs Selection Board, and as Director of Accreditation for the Canadian Society for Chemistry. He is a current member of the Canadian National Committee for Crystallography and a member of the Commission for Quantum Crystallography of the International Union of Crystallography. Dr. Matta is an elected Fellow of the American Association for the Advancement of Science, the African Academy of Sciences, the Chemical Institute of Canada, the Royal Society of Chemistry, the Institute of Physics, the Royal Society of Biology, and the Royal Society of Arts. His honors include the John C. Polanyi Prize in Chemistry, the Molecular Graphics and Simulation Society's Silver Jubilee Prize from the UK, the Lady Davis Fellowship, the NSERC ACFAS Science Exposed Prize, the Mount St. Vincent University Research Excellence Award, the Science Atlantic Speaker of the Year Award, and the Polish Minister of Science Distinguished Visiting Professorship. A gifted communicator, Dr. Matta promotes science in his native Arabic as well as English, French, and Spanish, and is the creator of the bilingual outreach series, A Conversation with a Scientist, on YouTube. He served as the chair of the Board of Trustees of Dalhousie University's Legal Aid Services and testified as an expert witness before the Canadian House of Commons Standing Committee on Science and Research. McMaster University is proud to recognize Dr. Sharif Matta of the class of 2002 with the 2025 Distinguished Alumni Award for the Sciences. Congratulations.
Where? Okay. Oh, look, there he is. Okay, so you hold this, and we'll. Great, thank you. Well done. Congratulations.
Congratulations, Dr. Cournier-Cloutier, Dr. Moussa, and Dr. Matta. I would now like to call upon the Dean of Graduate Studies, Dr. Steve Ranilovic, who will present the President's Award for Excellence in Graduate Supervision.
Thank you, Dr. McDonald. The President's Award for Excellence in Graduate Supervision is granted to those educators who, through innovation and commitment, have significantly enhanced the quality of their students' learning experience. I would invite Dr. Grant McClelland to please come forward. The importance of graduate supervisors cannot be overstated. They are mentors in research and advisors in academic matters. They are connectors to new networks and collaborations. They are motivational speakers when things don't go as planned and good listeners when needed. Dr. Grant McClelland exemplifies all of these traits. As a professor in the Department of Biology, Dr. McClelland has created a learning space where his graduate students feel welcomed, a place that encourages collaboration and camaraderie, and where success is celebrated. He is dedicated to helping his students navigate their graduate journeys, both the highs and the lows, so that they reach their best possible outcomes. Dr. McClelland's students speak of feeling empowered to make decisions and pursue their own ideas. At the same time, they know his door is always open when they need advice, encouragement, or a gentle nudge in a different direction. More than 30 graduate students and postdoctoral fellows, many of whom have gone on to successful careers in their fields, have benefited from Dr. McClelland's style of mentorship, which promotes broadening of their skills and building of networks that help them move toward their successful careers. A past student writes, "What sets Dr. McClelland apart is his unwavering commitment to putting his students first. Whether supporting early-stage trainees or guiding past lab members toward independent careers, Dr. McClelland consistently prioritizes his students' academic, professional, and personal development. For as long as I can remember, all his students, including myself, have been able to easily approach him to ask for advice and guidance within the lab or for other endeavors. It is my pleasure to present the President's Award for Excellence in Graduate Supervision to Dr. Grant McClelland. Congratulations, Dr. McClelland.
Got it. Okay, thank you.
Congratulations, Dr. McClelland. I would now like to invite our President and Vice Chancellor, Dr. Susan Tai, to the podium to deliver the President's address.
Hello and congratulations to our graduating students and to the supporters who have helped you get here. What an important day this is in all your lives. And what an honor it is for me, especially in my first convocation as president, to be able to address you as we celebrate your achievements. Graduates, you can feel proud as you cross the stage today. You have earned degrees that matter. What you have learned has equipped you to make positive and important contributions to our society, as many have done before you. You can be proud of McMaster's history of innovation in many fields, including health sciences, engineering, science, the humanities, social sciences, and business, every single one of our faculties. You can be proud to where McMaster is today, as our researchers, including your professors, are surging ahead, creating new forms of automobiles, making life safer and better for older people, and producing new vaccines, medical tests, and treatments. They are forming new companies to help diversify Canada's economy and creating new jobs, many of them right here in Hamilton. You can feel proud to be graduating from the only university in Canada with a full-sized research nuclear reactor, which drives a growing volume of radiopharmaceutical and materials discoveries, while also saving lives by producing 70,000 doses of prostate cancer treatments every year. You have had front row seats to the entry of artificial intelligence into so many aspects of everyday life, including the university experience. AI is opening issues and opportunities that are engaging the skills of experts across our entire university in fields that range from computing to ethics, medicine to economics, marketing to visual arts. It's changing how students learn and how instructors teach. It's challenging norms and expectations in ways that are still emerging. It's opening massive new frontiers of discovery that will shape the future of humanity. Right on our campus, it's enabling the creation of new antibiotics, just as traditional antibiotics are losing their power to keep us healthy. McMaster experts are grappling with the huge demands AI is already placing on our fragile power networks, and which will continue to grow. They are finding new ways to make more of the power we are already using for other purposes and to scale up the supply of carbon-free energy through nuclear, wind, and solar power generation. AI can make our lives longer and easier, but it also threatens many livelihoods and can enable deception and crime if we are not careful. It will certainly reshape the world's economy. These opportunities and challenges will frame your working experiences and the course of your lives. You have the power and the responsibility to shape this emerging, exciting future. You are joining a prestigious group of alumni who have made significant contributions to society across a wide range of human endeavor. Among their many achievements, McMaster graduates have earned 2 Nobel Prizes, been to space, led major companies, made Hollywood movies, led governments, earned Olympic medals, and rocked out theaters and stadiums. You are graduating at an inflection point in history. You can be the difference makers in the fight to save democracy, to push back against climate change, to promote peace, to keep the next pandemic at bay, and to reconcile the injustices of Canada's past. Your energy and ideas are the fuel for the innovation and discovery that will take us into the future. When you apply your own curiosity, kindness, and calm to what you have learned here at McMaster, you can do anything. It's your turn. I want to tell you that I find it reassuring to know you are about to put your hands on the metaphorical steering wheel of our society. You have the benefit of a great education. And because you are graduating from McMaster, you have the tools to gather evidence, weigh it, and act on it, to serve not just as your employers, but also as employees, but also to the world we share. I hope that today you will remember with gratitude the people who have supported you on your academic journey, including your family members, partners, friends, your instructors and staff members who take great pride in your achievements. On days like this, I think back to my own graduations, 3 of them at 2 different universities, and what I wish I'd known at that time. I think of my own daughters in university and what I'd like them to know as they reach this point. And of course, I think about you. I'd like to offer 5 pieces of advice. 1, keep learning. Today, we celebrate your completion of an important stage in your education, but it is not the end of your education overall. I hope you will seek every opportunity to continue learning throughout the rest of your lives, whether formally or informally. The point is to continue gathering knowledge. Keep yourselves up to date. Take in as many ideas and as much information as you can. The more you read, observe, listen, and think, the happier and more productive you will be. 2, take risks. When life's choices present themselves, it can be tempting to take the safest, easiest way, but that isn't always the best way. I urge you not to be reckless, but after carefully considering your options, to push yourselves beyond what's comfortable, to aspire, to be open to opportunities, to remain curious and courageous. This is how we grow, even when we fail. 3, base your decisions and actions on solid values. Be honest, kind, and trustworthy in all your dealings. Be good citizens, good family members, good partners, and good friends. Avoid gossip and needless workplace politics. Look for the best in others, praise freely, forgive easily, and share your resources, including your time and attention. You will never regret it. 4, work hard, be persistent, and have a good attitude. Your degree is a beginning, and every opportunity is like a spark. You're going to need to feed those sparks with fuel, and that fuel is work. There is no easy way around it, but it doesn't need to be unpleasant. Hard work makes its own opportunities. There will always be challenges, but your work will always pay off. Finally, believe in yourself. Today, of all days, you know how much effort it took to get to Convocation. It's not easy to earn a degree, nor should it be. Your degree has value, you have value, you deserve kindness and respect. I wish all the very best to all of you. I am expecting big things. I am glad you chose McMaster, and I hope you will stay connected. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Tai, for those inspiring remarks. May I please invite Chancellor Santee Smith back to the podium to deliver her closing remarks.
Yawa. Yoyanale. Congratulations to the class of 2025. Yoyanale in Ganyangeha, the Mohawk language, translates to mean good job or good work, well done. So I would like us to fill this room with our voices, and I'm going to teach you how to say it. So the first sound we make is yo. Yo. Yan. Yan. Early. And together it's yoyanale. That's pretty good. Let's try it after the count of 3 and as loud as we can fill our voices up. 1, 2, 3. Yoyanale! There was one good voice out there. Let's try it again. Loud as you can. 1, 2, 3. Yoyanale! Well done. That was very good. So this is the closing of the closing for me. It's been an honor to be Chancellor for the past 6 years and a bit. It has, I can call McMaster my home. As Chancellor, you have to be an alumni, and I graduated in 1994 and 95 in physical education and psychology. So it's a pleasure to be welcomed back, and I will always consider McMaster my home. As a McMaster alumni, I look forward to seeing where you all go from here. You are all now graduates and members of our McMaster alumni family. Yes, congratulations. Dr. Velshi, Dr. Mata, Dr. McClelland, Kay and Claude, and Ahmed, congratulations on all of your accomplishments and for sharing your words and your work and your journey to inspire us. Dr. Tai, you've given us a lot to think about, and I know that I personally will remember your words of wisdom. Graduates, take these wise words with you as you go. My very best wishes to all of you as you take the next steps in your journey. Yoyanale!
Thank you so much, Chancellor Smith. We invite graduates and their guests to visit Wentworth Room C immediately following the convocation ceremony, as there will be a gathering to welcome you as newly minted McMaster alumni, with light refreshments for you and your loved ones. This event will offer a relaxed atmosphere for you to mingle, share memories, and bask in the joy of your accomplishments while enjoying some coffee and sweet treats. Let's make your special day even sweeter together. Loved ones, you will be able to meet your graduates at these events after they have picked up their degree, as we ask only graduates to enter the degree distribution area. Following the singing of our national anthem, and a little surprise for all of you, the academic procession and the graduate procession will exit the hall accompanied by music performed by local Indigenous artists. I ask that you please remain standing at your seats until the academic procession and the graduates have left the hall. Please now join in the singing of our national anthem. After the singing of the anthem and everyone has left, the convocation stands adjourned. Thank you.